Hi everybody, Matt here from Matt Likes Comics. I am going to show you today my first purchases of 2026. They are involved from a few events I went to. Well, one event I went to at Nefarious Comics, and the other two were shopping because I just do that sort of thing. Before I get going, I wanted to take a moment to thank everybody who was very kind to me in the last year. It's a brand new year. I'm hoping I can pass the kindness on and keep the flow, because if there's one thing the world needs, it's more comic books and kindness. So, let's get into it. At Christmas time, I received a gift card for a comic book store. So I start my shopping journey there, where I picked up 3 books. And the reason I picked them up, because I surprisingly don't have them. And I had this, I don't want to say free money, but I had a gift given to me. So I decided to use that gift to get these particular books that I'm missing. This is DCKO 1 and DCKO 2. Yes, I went for the fancy one on the second one. And the third book I got at this place was DC All Fight Red Hood versus the Joker. Because I have a lot of the fights already. Those have been in the regular issues, so I figured this is why I figured I'd get the at least the main series, so I know what the heck is going on besides the fights. And since I saw Red Hood versus Joker, you can't resist that. I mean, it's just amazing. The same day, my son was with me, so when I went to pick up those books, and he was with me when I went to the next place. I went to a place in Ottawa known as Nostalgia Warehouse. And one of the reasons I went there is because if you saw my video, I'm going to concentrate better on getting things done instead of buying random crap. So, this place has a heck of a run of Conan, or it did at one point. So, I went in and I bought a bunch of Conans. Can we get a whoop whoop? No, I'm joking. More like a whoop your ass from Conan, of course. So, I actually managed to get a few that I was missing. So, let's begin. I forgot to put them in numerical order here. This is 171. Cool cover. $176. Can you imagine flying on a pterodon like that? Or a pterodactyl, I'm not sure. It doesn't have... Oh yeah, it has a long tail, so it's a pterodon. Okay, so... Or is it the pterodactyl that has the long tail? Oh my god. I'm going to have to look that up. 176. But imagine doing it with a woman that looks like a copy of Red Sonja. But it isn't Red Sonja because of the outfit, of course. And then we have Conan 194. $195. $197. This is Red Sonja on the cover, if you read the book. And it looks like it's done by Jeff Isherwood. It says Isherwood Isherwood 87 on it, so I'm curious if he did this cover. Jeff Isherwood lives in Ottawa. I'll have to check that out. Oh, in fact, we've got another one here. Conan. I do remember that issue. Jeff told me in the interview and the times I was talking to him that he did do work on Conan. So this is probably some of his right here. Conan 203 says Isherwood again on the cover. So it's pretty cool stuff. Conan 222. And Conan 237. I did buy one other book there that is not necessarily part of a series that I'm trying to collect all of, but at the same time, can you really resist the Creeper and Batman? This is Brave and the Bold 178. And such. Now, excuse me just a second here. Realized I put something out of reach. All right, here we are back. That was the Saturday. On the Sunday, Nefarious Comics was having a special event with a couple of artist signings. And so I went to check it out, and I ran. Alan from the Comic Collector Geek was there. Tan was there from the chats. He was, and we all had a good time hanging out, talking to people. Other people who members of the community that I know, like Ron Sutton was there. Janet Hetherington was there. You know, there was it was a nice little get together, and I got to learn a lot of things about things. But more importantly was there were two artists there, which I will get to at the end. Right now, I'm going to separate these because, again, Matt is not organized. All right. Dum-da-dum, dum-da-dum. Here we go. Let's begin with the books I ended up buying from the store. This is an Art Germ cover of Supergirl 3 that I did not have. Supergirl 5, again, Art Germ. And Supergirl 6. Another Art Germ, but it's got crypto on it, so it makes it awesome. Not that Supergirl isn't awesome enough, because trust me, she quite is. But when you throw in crypto, you get extra awesome. And I finally succumbed to it. I had to sell my original copy of this because my kids were scared of it. So and just knowing it was in the house, my wife said, "Can you get rid of it?" And I did. Stupid me. Anyway, I do the things for my family. But since it has been reprinted in one of those reprint things, I ended up buying it again because I need to have this, because I'm a completionist, and having this hole in my collection was driving me crazy. This is the reprint of Detective 880, the famous Jock cover. And I'm going to, although my kids say, what one kid claims to no longer be scared by this, I'm still going to hide it a little bit. We'll see what happens. I also bought, surprise, surprise, more Conan. But one of the things about the Conans, and I'll get to it in a second, between the two things that I've done, I've basically got just about every issue of Conan from like 95 to 200 now, which is a good chunk of the series. Plus, I've got a few of the other ones, because as you can see, I've got Conan 52 right here, and that's outside of that range. These older Conans are so cool. The art was so amazing, Everything was good. But this was the biggie. This was my big purchase on the weekend. This is a book I have been looking for a long time. Even my comic shop doesn't have it. Very often when they do, it's very overpriced as far as I'm concerned. This is issue 100 of Conan, The Death of Belit, who was, of course, as everybody knows, his girlfriend and boss, literally for the last bit. This is 100, and I'm very happy to have it. This is Conan 111. $260 and annual 11. I got another one of the fight books that I was missing, Harley Quinn versus Satana. And because everybody keeps talking about this book, I bought Ordained one, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. Now, the main reason we went to the store was there were two comic book creators in. One is a name that most people seem to recognize, and that was Mike Ruth. Mike Ruth has done work on Conan. That's what I'm most familiar with. And I bought this off him. This is a alternate cover of Conan 20 that he did the cover of, which is really cool. And I got him to sign it here. The other one who was there is a local guy by the name of Roddy Williams, who has done a Kickstarter not too long ago, because he does this book called Sinclair, where he writes, and in these cases, he did the covers. And I'm really looking forward to reading these particular books because they look really good. This is Sinclair number 1. And Sinclair number 2. And the cool part was, this is Mike Ruth is doing the cover for the issue 3, which is the Kickstarter. This is the copy. I got a poster of the number 3 coming, and it's signed by both. If you liked what I covered in this video, please like, comment, and subscribe below. I particularly want to know if you like any of the books that I've got. What you think of the this art piece is awesome. I wish I could show it a little better. I'm looking forward to having a chance to get a book on this. Now the Kickstarter is done, but I'm going to it's a Kickstarter that allows you to continue asking for books and stuff after it's done. So I'm going to see if I can find the link and put it down in the description below, because I think it's cool. Roddy Williams has got some good stuff. Since I met him the other day, I've started looking up things because that's who I am. I'm a curious guy. And it looks like that he's got a decent past where he's done some good work, and he's going to have a bright future as a result. Check him out. Roddy Williams. And Mike Ruth, of course. A lot of people have already seen Mike's work over the years. He's been in comics for a while. He's been on Comic Collector Geeks channel. Mike is actually going to be on my channel on my Tuesday night show on February 9th. So if you want to check out that one, that would be great. I also have Sammy Francis coming on, the artist Sammy Francis coming on January 27th. So if you guys want to check those out, that would be great. That would be awesome. Thank you very much for watching with me today and taking the time to, watch, like, comment, subscribe, or even just watching, as they say. My name is Matt. I like comics, and I hope you do too. Bye, everybody.